Okay, hi guys. So today I've just been, and sorry you're not going to see my face in this particular video, but today I've just been kind of doing stuff around the house, working through some book stuff that I've been doing, watching YouTube videos and cleaning and just a whole bunch of kind of home related stuff. And I was kind of trying to think of a video to do in addition to the two I already have planned on filming today because I have some time off from work to actually film videos, and I figured I'd show you my Ancestor altar, which is one of the altars I have that I use every day, every couple of times a week, depending on my work schedule and when I feel I have the energy to devote to actual worship and toward my path. So here's my Ancestor altar. It's kind of I kind of like the setup. I have pictures of various people who have died in my life, and the white thing covering up the picture there is related to my girlfriend's family, someone who's died in her life, but I'm not really sure if she wants that particular information shown, so I kind of have a white piece of paper covering it just to kind of keep her life private. I have in the front here I have a incense stick holder that I got at like Walmart a couple of years ago, I think, and a Egyptian something incense burning right now. And I kind of, after I lit this and after I did all of my stuff for the day that I would do, well, that I do when I actually am able to devote time to like daily devotionals and stuff, that I burn. And then behind that I have this like three set of tea light candle holder things with some euros in it that I got when I went to Germany, and some Sacagawea dollars, and a I think it's a something to do with the bicentennial, I'm not entirely sure, but I have some coins in there. And then I have an offering bowl that I put just like quarters in to equal the amount of money you would need if, say, someone's passing on and they need a little bit of something to kind of help them transition into whatever lies beyond this world. I took it from the Greek idea, at least I think it's predominantly a Greek idea, where you have to pay the ferryman or pay Chiron to get across the river Styx to enter into the underworld. And it's about 50 cents our currency from what they would give to their deceased loved ones to cross the river Styx. So I put like 50 cents in there whenever I do devotionals on my Ancestor altar, and I have a cup for if I want to put water or anything in there. Normally it just kind of stays empty so it doesn't get all gross and like foggy from, sorry about that, gross and foggy from like liquid staying in there and it doing its thing. And in the back I have two electric candles, so I can always keep some type of like candle going on my altar at all times. And I'm a big fan of using things like electric candles if you're in a situation where you can't use actual lit candles for your path or for your workings. And I'll talk about that more in a later video, well, a couple of later videos that I plan on posting, and I plan on filming at least one of them today. And in between there I have a crow statuary that I got at well, it used to be a specifically pagan bookstore. Now I think it's a tattoo shop down where I'm from at home. And then in front of him I have a little stone I got in Salem, Massachusetts, when I went on this like ghost tour thing. I had to like answer a trivia question. It wasn't that difficult to actually answer it correctly if you were paying attention at all during it. And it says Giles Corey 1692 on it, in honor of the only person who was stoned to death during the Salem witch trials, Giles Corey, because I have a strong connection to him and him being a historical figure and his energies and stuff. But that's a later story that I will probably share in a couple of weeks, months, whenever if I decide to actually film that video and post it. And then in the back I have just some kind of flowers that I got at the Dollar Tree, and some flower vases that I also got at the Dollar Tree. The rocks are also from the Dollar Tree. I think these are hydrangeas, is what the tag said. I tried to get like a springy-ish type of flower. Move back. Oops, sorry. I just hit my girlfriend's little makeshift like end table thing by her side of the couch to kind of get some like spring. But anyways, I tried to get some like springy flowers to just kind of bring in the coming Ostara onto my Ancestor altar, to kind of make it more seasonal and more festive, and just kind of bring a little bit of light and beauty into what's typically thought of as like a doom and gloom type of thing. But I think it looks pretty regardless. And on this side I have a picture of, well, one of those little like little packets, or like little like programs you get at funerals. This one is for a friend of mine who died shortly after he graduated high school, and she was mostly Native American, so I have a arrowhead sitting on top of it to kind of bring that aspect into her, and for her honor. And behind that, in the picture frame, I have a picture of my dad when he was 22, and the little program you get at his, that I got at his funeral underneath it, to kind of have a special place there for that. And then on this side I have the one of the bullet casings for my grandpa's funeral when they did the 21 gun salute, because he was a member of the so I could put that back. He was a member of the army, and the can't remember what it's called. I should remember what it's called, but it was the people who like jumped out of planes and did all of that. He was a paratrooper, that's what he was. He was a paratrooper, and he actually never went to any other place for combat, because he was, I think, too young for Korea and too old for Nam, or Vietnam. It's always how he explained it, but that's what he did. So he got 21 gun salute because he was honorably discharged and didn't, break rules after he got out. So he has a bullet casing there for right now until I get a picture and I get a way to organize it to where I can have something else on here. But I feel that's really important because that's something he talked about a lot toward the end of his life. Well, that was one of the only things he could remember, so that's probably why he talked about it. And behind there, in addition to the picture relating to my girlfriend's life, and this is a little like programmy thing from my stepdad's best friend's funeral when he died, and it was really sad. Really, he was very close to me and my mom and my stepdad and all that, so he has a place of honor here. He's not technically related to me, neither is my friend, but they were still very close to me in life, so I feel like honoring them in a way like this would help me remember and cope with and deal with their deaths, which is another reason why I got into ancestral, like, honoring, not necessarily worship, but like honoring with like my altar and all of that. But anyway, and so yeah, that's my ancestor altar. Beneath it, it's just a bunch of storage. Like in one of them we have like a little small like safe thing, and the other one I have like my working book of shadows, my personal book of shadows, and my I'm going to start doing like a magical creatures, for lack of a better term, like encyclopedia type deal, so I don't have to keep all of that in my book of shadows, or my working book of shadows I should say. So I just have more space, and because I like to be super organized. Virgo problems. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm sorry this video is close to 10 minutes long. I kind of ramble, but that's okay. You'll learn to love me. But so I'll talk to you guys later, and blessed be.